Okay, China, you have been recognized. Brazil, you have been recognized. Counting once, counting twice. Okay. Okay, we will now give the floor to France to speak upon this GSL. France, your 1.5 minute speaking time starts whenever you're ready.
Thank you very much, Chair, for the recognition. So as stated, we're very looking forward to making a working paper. Now we know that the deadline is tonight, but we think that we don't really need to go further because first things first, working paper is still a draft. You don't really need to expound on specific ideas. And secondly, we think even though there is a lot of discussion, but we also really want to hear from other delegates as well if they have any concerns or if they have any topics that they felt have not really been covered today. So here is what France is proposing. After this, we want a moderated caucus, perhaps just to discuss about the proposals that we want to bring forward into the working paper. And afterwards, we think we can just have a short unmoderated caucus just to put everything down in bullet point form so that we have something to give at the end of the first day. Now, what France actually wants is, of course, threefold. Firstly, we want more compliance measures for the Paris Agreement. We want to make sure that there are deterrence efforts. We want to make sure that there are incentive efforts as well for countries. Secondly, we also want to put the focus on developing countries. We want to help them in capacity building and technological transfers. That is the second most important thing that we also want to focus on. And third, we also really want to look into industrial relations. How do we perceive, let's say, fossil fuel companies, and how do we perceive companies that are polluting? What are the actions that we plan to take on them? We think at the end of the day that will be quite productive for the working paper. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Delegate of France. The next speaker is the Delegate of China. China, your 1.5 minute speaking time starts whenever you're ready.
Thank you so much for the time, Chair. So in exchange, I want to give in my general speaker list again that to shame the development of climate change problems that are increasing in the world. From China seeks to establish cooperation between countries and provide solution and contributed to reducing climate change that has occurred. This is up to our discussion with the and our next working paper of the aspect in overcoming the problem of climate change issues as follows. The first is move with preventive efforts to communities affected by climate change issues by starting strategic talks about the dangers of carbon emission through eco-friendly environment management that are calling with each other. Now we talk about renewable development, but we talk about sustainable development technology. And then the second is strive for prevention through green technology on large scale. We have to collaborate with with other countries like Brazil, Denmark, Russia, and etc. This strive, which is expected by United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change or UNFCCC, superpower and countries and developed countries and etc. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, China. Okay, we will now move to the floor, the opening of the floor. Could you reset? Reset. Okay, thank you very much. Move to motions. Okay, the floor is now open for points or motions. For those delegates who wants to raise points or motion, please raise them. Okay, France, you have been recognized.
Thank you, Chair. We propose a moderated caucus. Total is 12 individuals speak to discuss for the working paper. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Delegate of France. That is in order. Proposals for working paper. Okay, that's good enough. Okay, Delegate of China, you have been recognized.
I will give is the purpose of sustainable development technology further.
Sustainable development technology further.
The topic is the purpose of sustainable development technology further.
Yeah. Okay, so technicians, could you amend the topic? Okay, so another motion.
Sorry, for individual speaking time is 2 minutes, not 3 minutes.
If you wish to conduct the moderated caucus with 2 minutes for individual speaking time, then the duration must be amended to either 16 or 14 or any other. Okay. The individual speaking time is 2 technicians. However, the duration would not be compatible with the individual speaking time. China, would you like to amend it to either 14 or 16?
16.
16 minutes. Okay. 16 and the individual speaking time is 2. Okay. Submit. China. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, China. That is in order. Delegate of Brazil, you have been recognized.
Brazil proposes for unmoderated caucus for 10 minutes.
Okay, that is in order. Delegate of Brazil. Okay. Under the degree of the disruptiveness, we will now first vote upon the delegate of Brazil's motion to conduct an unmoderated caucus for the duration of 10 minutes. For those in favor,